Hey everybody, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. It's almost the holidays. Are you ready yet? We've got a very special little appetizer. This could also be like part of the main dish as well, like a side dish. Or if you do a full English, maybe this is a little special full English. It's stuffed mushroom caps. I love mushrooms. There are so many different mushrooms to choose from too. All of which I will not tell you about right now. The ones that we're going to be using are these button mushrooms today. So these happen to be baby portobellos, but you could also use the white mushrooms. I find the brown ones have a lot more flavor though than the white ones. So the first thing we're going to do is wash our mushrooms, and I am very obsessed about getting all the dirt off of these mushrooms, and it really drives me crazy sometimes. I used to avoid making mushrooms because the dirt on it would really put me off. But if you rinse it and then just take a tea towel and right? Mm-hmm. Usually when I make stuffed mushrooms, I leave the caps chopped up with the filling on the inside, but today we're not doing that. So all you need to do is pull that out, destem it, and then set this aside in a little bowl. Maybe we'll put a ribbon around it later and put it in the refrigerator.
A ribbon?
I am the anal retentive chef.
Oh, I see.
All right, so we're going to just take all the stems out. You can chop it up and put it in there, but I find that it makes it too soggy. So I'm just going to save that for when I do a stir fry or if I make a soup stock or something like that. So we'll just take them all off. All right, now we're going to prepare the filling. And we're going to fill these with spinach.
Ooh.
Who eats enough spinach? Raise your hand. This is a great way to get everybody in your family to eat spinach, to get that plant-based iron in there. So this one is frozen. You could also use fresh. I like the convenience of frozen, right? Who doesn't? So what we're going to do is I put it in my saucepan. Let's put the seasonings along with it. We want this good and garlicky, so I'm adding half a teaspoon of granulated garlic.
Yum.
If you're wondering what the difference is between granulated garlic and powdered garlic, this one is more garlic. This is actual garlic that's dehydrated and ground up, so you're going to get a lot more flavor with the granulated garlic. Now, I already hear you asking, I hear you typing already saying, but can I use garlic powder? Yes, you can. But you're going to get a better flavor with the granulated garlic. We're also going to add a little bit of dill. Don't worry, all of the measurements are going to be in the info box below, along with a crude description of how to make this, as they are always. And we're also going to add a half a teaspoon of sea salt because this doesn't have any flavor in it. The mashed potato flakes that we're going to use doesn't have any salt in it. So it's going to be pretty bland unless we put a little salt in there. So now, usually when you do this, you put cream cheese or something like that. But number one, that's a lot of oil and fat. And number two, it's not vegan. So the mashed potato flakes are going to give you the creaminess and the binding power to hold together the filling. Just asked my second grade teacher when I made my log cabin project and I used mashed potatoes to hold the roof on.
Gross.
Exactly. You know what? We're going to use 3/4 of a cup of mashed potato flakes. Now, these are the Bob's Red Mill. They are just dehydrated potatoes. That is it. These are the ones that I recommend that you get because these are the best for you because they're just potato flakes. Of course, you could cook up, steam up some potatoes and mash them and use that as well. So we're going to take this over to the flame. We're going to put it on here and we're going to cook it and stir it and just make it into a paste. We're going to do it on medium-low. It's going to take a bit.
I guess we'll check back then.
Absolutely. All right, we're back. And I got something to say.
Couple things.
Number one, we added another 1/4 of a cup of the potato flakes. And number two, don't be a dummy, be a smarty. Make sure your spinach is thawed before you try and cook it with the mashed potato flakes. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Alright, so we're going to set this aside to cool off because that's the filling for the mushrooms. Now we're going to make the topping.
Oh.
It's going to have a little crispy topping on the top. So we're going to add some vegan butter. You can use the coconut oil, the butter flavored one. That's a really good one to use too. I usually use this for like everything. So this is the best one that I've tried. Highly recommend.
Hashtag not spawn.
Wish I was. Alright, so we're going to put about a tablespoon. You don't need a lot. I have seasoned breadcrumbs already. So if I didn't, it's hard to find seasoned breadcrumbs that don't use the cheese, that are vegan. But I managed to find the store brand, didn't have any cheese in it. So I'm going to use these that are seasoned, but if they're not, feel free to season it with some garlic powder or granulated garlic and sea salt and maybe even a little parsley if you like. So as soon as my butter gets melted, I'm going to put about half of a cup of these and just toast them in the pan. Come on, butter, hurry up. That looks pretty good. Whoa. So these are going to toast pretty quickly. Make sure you don't burn them. Make sure you don't burn the butter. Don't put it on too high of a heat. Anything else? Nope, just make sure they toasted.
What a delightful little trio.
Right? Make sure you don't leave your breadcrumbs in the pan because the pan will still be hot when you turn the heat off and they're going to continue to toast and they're most likely going to burn. So just move them over to a little dish like this. It'll be easier for you to dip the mushroom caps in there as well. So I have a 2 tablespoon scoop here and I'm just going to fill my mushrooms. And then I'm going to carefully dip it in the breadcrumbs.
Yum.
Right? So we're
That's
just
gonna
going
be
to fill all of these up. And we're going to pop it in a 375 degree oven for about 20 minutes. And we'll be ready to have our mushrooms.
Sounds good.
All right. Are
Looking
you ready to
good.
taste tell?
Yes.
All right, so these two are actually just spinach balls without the mushroom.
So I should go for one with
Because I had a little bit of extra spinach left over.
It happens.
Yeah. So I decided, hey, why don't I just make some plain spinach balls?
Ooh, look at the back. The back, the bottom.
Yes.
Looking good. Mmm.
Oh.
I really like that with the spinach.
Yes.
That's really good.
Why, thank you.
There's almost like a cheesy flavor, but we didn't put any cheese in.
No, we did not.
What? Okay, we've made stuffed mushrooms a bunch of times before, but this is the first time that Mom made them like this, and they're so good.
Oh, yeah.
That's delicious.
Thank you. The potatoes adds a bit of like a creamy texture, just like it
Yeah, the
does in the
potato's
yellow
nice.
sauce.
Did you try it yet?
No.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'll take a big one.
You could even put some nooch in there.
Yeah, you could.
Right? What is that cheesy taste, though?
I don't know, but
I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to enjoy it. That's delicious. Well done.
It's really good. I hope you give it a try for the holidays. I think everybody will really enjoy it. And it was so easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was quick.
Give it a shot. Subscribe for more videos like this. Show up at our 2 p.m. Eastern Time live stream on a Friday.
Could you say that in a more roundabout way?
I could. We'd love to see you. We'd love to chat with you. See you Friday. And until then, much love.